All right, y'all. Welcome back to Dev Spot Podcast. With that being said, the Niners going to the Super Bowl. Reg, we on our way. Mr. Take down the GOAT. Oh my God, get the 30 for 30 ready. It's going down February 11th. We here to discuss it. We got to start with the Niners. Brock Purdy then answered every question, Reg. We had 2 games. We was down almost the whole game to the Packers. Got it done at the end. Was down 17 at halftime to the Lions. Got it done. However he had to. Running the ball, throwing the ball, figuring out, extending plays. What more do they want from Brock Purdy, man? CMC, we already knew what CMC gonna do. He set the tone early. When we was finna, they were finna run away, he got going a little bit. Then he got it going again in the second half. That's what, you feel me? But it's a team game. You know what I'm saying? But Red, I'm gonna throw it to you, Bear. We're gonna get to you in a minute, but you know, I got the P wheel on. We usually do the dead spot. Today we sitting in the Niner wall. We got to have a Niner moment real quick, Bear. We'll bring you in a minute. Reg, how you feeling?
We winning the ball. That's
Come
how
on.
I'm feeling. We winning the ball. We getting it back in blood. Hey, it's the Golden Boy era. I respect 15 out of KC. But it's our time, bro. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, no more. I'm tired of all these hating ass niggas on Twitter, on ESPN, on FS1, all that shit. I am tired of hearing it. Brock Purdy, look, I made a tweet last year. Brock Purdy, Super Bowl MVP. When we played the Dolphins, he gonna make me a truth teller February 11th. I believe it.
We going up.
I believe it.
We going up.
Yes, sir.
Bear. Now listen, you done had questions. Okay, Purdy ain't this. He might not be that. He good, but he might not do it. How you feeling about Brock Purdy this morning after what you done seen? You ain't a fan of neither team, but you watch football. What did Brock prove to you last night? Talk to me, Bear. Talk to me.
Honestly, for real, I don't think he really proved nothing to me because we was on the episode, I want to say maybe around October-ish, and you asked me yourself, you asked me, do I think Purdy have enough to take y'all to the Super Bowl? And what was my answer?
You said in the right situation, but last night wasn't the right
that's not
situation.
what I said.
But
that's not what I said. Yeah, I do think he has enough to take y'all to the Super Bowl. Reg, did I not say that?
Yeah.
Now my only questions come from the situation like, okay, what can he do situationally in certain times where teams take away something? Like that's how I was thinking. I know when y'all be getting y'all digs out about Purdy, I know what fan base y'all actually, and I know who y'all actually aiming at because they'll just say Purdy weak and not kind of give a reason why. They just don't really like you. Now I just had questions on what can he do like in a game where there's somebody that's taken away. Can he win the game for y'all? And it almost got to the point to where I feel like people was asking that question and it didn't kind of really matter. What really matters is if people there, regardless or not, can he operate in the system and not turn the ball over? Just don't turn the ball over and keep drives going. That was y'all main shit with Jimmy. He would turn the ball over or drives to stall out. That don't happen really with Purdy, bro. So that's what it is. It's not about him being better than people or not, or if he's elite or if he's weak, and people act like there's no in between. Like, I don't think it matters for that. He just worked for what Kyle liked to do best. Now, the one last question that people might have is, can he make the downfield throws between the hashes? And we saw that yesterday. The jury's still out because we don't know, because that play with Ayuk was kind of like, you can't judge anybody on that. You know what I mean?
I feel like throughout the year he'd have made throw, like that's what I feel like Alex Smith was talking about. Reg was talking about off camera before it started. He got film out there of making these throws and redirecting guys and making plays. Like, I don't know, it's tough. Like, I'm not saying, like, we all agree he not elite. Like, he not on.
Yeah, no, but
as far as like, I don't.
But in that scenario, it's just like the Jimmy G throw in the Super Bowl. That's probably the only time he's ever kind of thrown that specific ball. Like he's nice throwing it at the pylon, outside the hashes. He's good. He's great with that shit. But when you take that play action, you got to set your feet and launch it between them hashes. We don't know, but he might not ever have to do that. And like I see people judging that specific play, but that was a decent throw, and that was good defense by the corner, and you just made a good play like that. No, somebody had to win the rep. You feel me? But I see people knocking Purdy for the throw, and I'm like, how can you do that? You can't judge that.
And at the end of the day, bro, like we also said, like, okay, it was a little bit of luck involved. Ayuk made a great play.
But it's luck in every playoff run.
Plays all the time where it's like, damn, if he don't do this, if in the Patriots Super Bowl when bro fumbled it and Edelman got it's all luck type of shit go on.
It's luck in every playoff run.
That's just how this shit go.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
We talked about it earlier. Eli got 2 plays
off the luckiest shit we done ever seen in this sport.
2 clutch plays in Super Bowl history.
Against
why
the
he
GOAT.
got 2 rings against the GOAT. So it's like,
yep,
and he don't got no other playoff runs, bro. He got a couple great moments,
bro.
Yep. Joe Flacco and them.
And we say all the time, like,
if I told y'all Eli numbers in the Super Bowl, y'all be like, that's a Brock game.
Yeah.
Like, realistic.
All he had to do was enough.
I don't know. So how are we feeling about? So listen, at what point in the game was we feeling like the Lions might win? Was there at any point was you feeling like?
I don't think there was ever a point in that for me. Like I said, I think it was like the middle of the second quarter and the Lions had just scored, and I was like, yeah, I still got the Niners winning this game.
So for me, the first half pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, because the defense, like the Brock pick got tipped on the line before Rodriguez picked it off, but just we couldn't make a tackle. But I promise you, when halftime came and the kickoff came for the third quarter, I said I don't see both road teams winning this game.
Yeah.
After I said that, we went 27 straight. So nah, I wasn't worried.
So
that those padded down passes at the line of scrimmage don't scare me against the Chiefs. Because they're the best team in the league at that.
But that was, I feel like we corrected, like that was like we figured it out. Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we worked through that. Because Hutchinson had 2 on the first drive. The pick had 1, but it wasn't too many more after that. I feel like we kind of got that under control. What we thinking?
Nah, we definitely got that under control. It was a whole different game second half. It was like we came out with a whole different, like, I'm glad he stayed with that run. Because, you know, at that point, everybody wants to just launch it downfield, every pass, try to get back in the game. We were still running the ball. We were still playing our game. So at that point, I'm like, all right, once we scored, we put up 3 when we came out at second half. I'm like, all right, now we need a turnover. We get a turnover, we back in business. As soon as I said that, Gibson made the fumble. I can't be mad.
So listen, going into this game against the Chiefs, who I think is the greatest player of all time, bro. Shout out to Tom Brady and all the rings and all of the cool shit. We'll talk more about Mahomes and why he the best player ever in a minute. But how do we take him down? Looking at the game against the Ravens, looking at what the Bills was able to do, with their weaknesses being all season, obviously it's clearly could be like, okay, you just run the ball. But at some point, it's going to have to be more complex than just stuffing it down their nose with CMC. So, like, how do we, in a 60-minute game, beat one of the greatest players we've never seen? Let's talk about it. Real shit. Because, I mean, like I said, bro, I said last year on the pod, I don't have nothing else bad to say about Mahomes, bro. I told y'all all year they was going to the
Super Bowl.
I ain't got nothing. But we need to come up with a plan to take Buddy down.
I don't know what that plan is, bro. Like, because I know you're gonna ask me. I know you're gonna Bear. What would you? I don't know what to do with Buddy, bro.
That shit is ridiculous.
I don't have no plan, bro. What? What do you do? Okay, if I'm coming up with the best scheme, I'm playing man to man 70% of the game, but you can't do it all the whole game because you got to mix disguises with them. And if you do play man to man, that means people turning their back and Mahomes could just run. So I know during the game it's gonna be annoying when y'all watch y'all defense because it's gonna be like, man, what the fuck? But what can you really do? You just gotta confuse him, bro, and catch him slipping. That's it.
That's it.
Timely turnover, like how Snead got on Zay. Like it got to be some timely turnover shit. Punch it out of Pacheco. But that's it, bro. There is no perfect game plan for Mahomes, bro. Even with his weapons being ass.
Yeah. Because I'm really thinking of the game, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, we're gonna need a big game out of Gibson and Jair Brown during the Super Bowl. Like, especially Brown. You starting, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to attack. I know him and Ambry is on a hit list out there. No question.
Right.
They on a hit list, bro.
I mean, if I'm changing stuff up, you could put a safety as a spy and have him come down. So you got a fast spy and then that way Fred and Greenlaw kind of can still play linebacker. You know what I mean? To where they don't got to think too much about. But then then you taking it? But it's fucked up because you taking a piece away.
We really need Hufanga out there. Like, I would love to have Hufanga out there
for this game,
bro.
For this specific game,
For this specific game, bro. Like, I would love to have Huff out there, bro. Like,
that's true.
That would help a lot of my question marks on this defense.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Chase got to show up. Chase Young's been taking plays off.
Because think about it, Dev. Yeah, see, Reg, that you hit because he would be able to kind of shadow Kelsey because you don't want Fred doing it because then you take Fred away from the middle of the field.
Because Fred gonna have to guard Kelsey is gonna be like,
and then you don't want to take him away from the middle of the field though. You feel me?
But then Pacheco gonna just go crazy.
Go crazy, bro.
And that Chase Young nigga, bro, like
Hey, bro, Chase Young was so ass yesterday.
I'm gonna go there.
He made a couple plays. Like it was like, why you ain't been doing this? And then he go back to being ass. And then it's like
he would make a tackle at like the line of scrimmage. Yeah, you'd be like, okay, but then bruh, it was like 4 plays. So I went to the Niner game last, so y'all know. So, bruh, my stepdad was yelling live. What the fuck is Chase Young doing? Like at least 4 or 5 times.
What are you doing, my guy? So he's for sure gone. Like I
don't see him. But win, lose, or draw. You're not coming back.
And it's messed up because you think he was gonna play well enough to be in a certain tax bracket to where y'all would get that third round pick back. But he ain't played that well to where he gonna get paid.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna end up being like if you traded a third for his to rent him and it's gonna turn into a 5th.
As long as we get the ball though.
Yeah, that's all that matter.
As long as we get that ring.
Y'all know, bro. That 15 nigga in Kansas City, bro, he's my arch enemy, bro. I'm not rocking with him, bro.
Because he's really supposed to be a Saint.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck Matt Nagy.
Hey,
fuck Andy Reid.
You're not a good enough person to get Mahomes, bro. They couldn't let you have that, bro.
I should be ruling the NFL world, bro. Nah, you right, bro.
Mahomes to be chilling. Not on right,
but NFL world didn't want me to have Mahomes, bro.
Hey, that was the NFL gods.
That's the football gods, bro.
It had to. Like, you telling me you're gonna go from 15 years of excellence with Drew, then go to another 15 with Pat?
Well, I can't have it. But them punk ass Green Bay niggas. Right. Yeah, bro. I don't know how the Packers keep getting these quarterbacks, bro, and I couldn't get blessed with Mahomes, bro. So.
Hey, listen, because the Packers, you know what I'm saying, they only do so much. You feel me? They over there, nobody really worries about the Packers. The Saints, y'all annoying, and you be out here popping your shit, and you thought you was finna get like 20 more years of this? Never. Mediocrity. While we finna run it up with Brocky.
Bro, Derek Carr, you bitch, you. I don't know if y'all peeped Mike Thomas during both games was on Twitter, basically calling Derek Carr a punk. And
call him out.
Yeah, go look at his tweets, bro.
He said I would have had.
He was talking to fans.
Yards. He said I would have had over 1,000 yards if it wasn't for a certain somebody at QB.
He said, yeah. He said if he ain't throw me a hospital ball.
Oh.
He was like, bruh, why you think all these offensive coordinators taking jobs and we ain't got one?
It makes sense. Who wants to go coach that?
Come on, bro. We have if you just take our weapons, bro, we have like a top 12 offense in the league. Just the weapons.
Is Carr coming back next year?
He has to contractually.
He kind of like locked him in.
I know y'all love that shit. Hole, bro. Dev and Tay love when Bear in hell. Them niggas, look at that nigga face right now, bro.
Man, like all that shit. We finna win the Super Bowl. You ain't gonna be able to say that no more. We done found
but no bullshit. The last two, I was definitely rocking with y'all.
Yeah, but after we lost, you was back to talking shit. Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
That's just that's the nature of this shit.
Yeah, the nature of this ass whooping we finna give Mahomes. Yeah.
Mahomes ass whooping is a win for Coach Bear, bro.
I told y'all, all the unlucky shit happens on the road. Brock get hurt last year. His heart drops a fucking bunny 2 years ago.
That's crazy, bro.
Because the last time he was in this position, the NFC Championship game at Levi's, Raheem had a damn day.
Yeah. Yep.
He had a day.
Thanks.
So for all this, that's why home field was so important this year. It had to be.
Can people apologize for saying, "Oh, the Niners was crying. Oh, their quarterback got hurt"? Did we not tell niggas if we have our quarterback, it's gonna be okay? We came back, ran through everybody y'all needed us to run through. They even showed the stat 2 through 7 in the NFC. We beat them all.
We beat them all. Everyone got beat.
Everybody got that work. We dismantled. The Eagles went from being the Cinderella team of the league and, oh my God, they got so many great picks and, oh my God, there's cheating. So now they finna fire their fucking coach.
Oh, since you brought it up, let's fire his
OC and DC to keep his job.
Yeah.
Either you go or you clip your partners. It was just good a year ago.
It was all good a year ago, but
you know what the NFL stand for, nigga? Not for long, bro.
Not for long. But let's talk about it though. Jalen Hurts, 2 years ago, his season was terrible. They made the playoffs. They lost to, who was it, Tampa Bay that year? Or whoever they lost to. They get A.J. Brown, and he turns up as he's supposed to. Yeah. They make the Super Bowl run. Mm-hmm. So what is the double standard from Jalen Hurts to Brock Purdy? That's why I get confused.
Bruh, I made that argument our first pod episode of the season. I said that, and y'all said I was tripping. I've been saying that.
I think the difference, the difference is, and again, I'm not one of those. It don't bother me that the Niners good, so I don't have no hate when I talk about certain topics with y'all. But I think the difference is you can kind of see the progression of Jalen over time as opposed to Purdy. He kind of just came into Kyle Shanahan, which you can't really knock, but like if you because I see people kind of like talking about the Dak shit, and all those other quarterbacks kind of in that same level, but like it's a blessing. You can't knock Purdy for walking into Kyle Shanahan and walking into Ayuk when he's matured and Debo when he's seasoned. You know what I mean? Like it's different.
When we looking around the league and we looking at other guys that's like, and shout out my guy, but I got to throw him under the bus. When you look at a guy like Tua, who's a borderline top 10 quarterback who had a good year, you look at all the, it's not as easy as people make it out to be the win.
That's true, but
is the top 3 quarterback in the league?
I think you could clearly see Tua's deficiencies a little bit more than Purdy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and that's when you see the cap. Like we ain't seen Purdy's cap yet. But I forgot who it was, but I think I was on a pod. Oh no, shout out Tay, bro. My partner Tay, because y'all know Tay on Twitter. he said it. He said a blessing for Purdy is Kyle Shanahan's the head coach. Shanahan's the head coach, but he's also the play caller. So he's never going to have turnover. Like, it's always going to be this system.
Yep.
Like, as opposed to Jalen Hurts, how many systems has he played in since he's been in the league? And that's not a knock, nigga. That's just a blessing for y'all. If you're a Niner fan, that's a blessing. Like, you feel me? That he's never going to have to turn over. So it's never going to be, oh, he got to start over. He's just going to keep getting better.
Right.
It worked like that.
That's just the difference for me looking at it from my standpoint. You feel me? Like, there's
that. I only say that is just because, like, you know, all these GMs get praises for making moves. They're as they're supposed to do. They're doing their job.
Right.
So for John Lynch to get all these players, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't see how people.
I be confused with that.
Yeah. See, and y'all my partners, so and we talk on a off this shit, and y'all know it's never been no hate for like, but that's how I was always judging it. Like, okay, when it's tough, and it'll get tough because this is football. This is you can't avoid injuries. You can't avoid, you know what I mean? There's certain shit you can't avoid. And we also got to take into account he only like a rookie and a half.
Exactly.
And so did he answer something with Debo going down in the Green Bay game? I think it was some more of those questions answered.
I don't know, because by the end of it, y'all saw my tweet. I still had questions about him and the defense. But this game, he for sure answered some questions because, okay, nigga, you can't make certain throws that I particularly would like, but nigga, go win the game. Go get it with your feet. Like, go do it, whatever. Nigga, y'all know I'm not a stat guy. Go win the game, bro.
That pocket collapsed on him so many times second half.
Come on, bro. And it was like two throws were literally in his face, and he getting up like
getting them up, bro.
Throw the Debo across the middle when he got lit up. I think that was early. No, that might have been in the third or the second.
I think I remember the route
was it supposed to be the roughing the passer?
Yes.
Yeah, where he fell on him.
Bruh, he got lit up, boy. That's a throw right there.
Yeah.
To both throws to use check. Throws.
The one on the run to the left to his offhand, to his offside. Yeah, that's textbook. That's textbook.
I looked at that. I said, look at my guy.
That's textbook.
Nah, bro. Now, he came down the field, bro. I came with the
and see, this is the difference. Y'all can admit on this pod. Y'all just said he not elite. He not the best quarterback, but he in the range of still being good. And that's what he is. Now, for people to say he's weak or he can't, like, I can't. The football purist in me I can't go with that.
Hey, but bro, and then listen to another point, and this is not solo break. I remember earlier in the week, dude was arguing about the dude was saying that crazy shit about Josh Allen. He better than Josh Allen. Whatever dude was saying.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was crazy, right? But when you put it in the context of this, Josh Allen making $50 million versus Brock Purdy making $900K, and we're not talking about just football. We're talking about like the business aspect of it.
Uh-huh.
Now we getting close to we in the Super Bowl. I feel like we got a good shot. We'll get to who y'all got in a minute. But listen, let's say we win the Super Bowl. Brock coming in next year making another $950,000. We finna be able to sign our youth. We finna be able to move around.
Yeah.
How much of a factor that is? Because if you already have an elite quarterback, they're making $50 million. We wouldn't. So let's say if Josh Allen's our quarterback right now, we win the Super Bowl, Ayuk is gone.
Yeah.
There's maybe a few more people gone.
Yeah.
But Ayuk for sure can't get re-signed if Josh Allen or one of these high-level quarterbacks are quarterbacks.
You know why the Chiefs was also smart, bro?
You said what?
This goes into what you said. What you saying? You know why the Chiefs are also smart, bro? Because remember when Pat Mahomes got his deal? It was the 10-year, $500 million. We was like, oh shit, like, bruh. But time passed. TV deals got amplified. The cap went up, and technically that deal he was on was barge it. It was bargain market.
Bro, I got tweets saying there was no way he should have signed that, bro. He should have asked for way more. It was no way over 10 years that was gonna ever make sense. The quarterback was already making almost 40 million when he signed that, so you knew what was to come.
Yep. So they smart, and the teams like the Bills and the Eagles who just signed they guy, like they kind of strapped themselves because they gave him the 5-year nigga 200 whatever
90
like,
95 90 whatever it is.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you look at it, bro, like you know the recipe to win in football, bro. You got to get your quarterbacks. You got to figure them out early. That's why they were saying like you got to speed up the progression because now there's so much money getting involved. You got to.
Yep. Somebody asked me that. Somebody asked me that on Twitter the other day, and I said exactly what you're saying. Money's involved, so you got to figure out if these guys the guy early now.
So it's like if Josh Allen, it's like Josh Allen is great. I would love for Josh Allen to be my quarterback. But as far as what we trying to do, as far as a team and trying to build a dynasty, Brock and his contract, not just Brock and his play, but Brock his play and his contract all together.
And we'll figure out. We'll figure out once Brock it's his turn to get his money. And certain guys like Debo and Kittle and them age out, and it's time to figure out if Brock's the guy. That's when we'll really know if he's the guy.
Because at the end of the day, bro, this year, so we win the Super Bowl, we got to find another tight end because when it's time to pay Purdy, Kittle for sure gone. He on the wall. Listen, bro, I love him to death. He probably gonna be gone.
But that's just the nature of the business.
He got to go.
But he's 30 right now. Yeah,
he in there. Kittle gone. Trent gonna be going in a minute. He probably give us one more year and he going in anyway. So that's big money off the books. Purdy gonna get his. Now I don't know if they gonna make him the highest paid, like the next up, but I don't see him not being.
I believe we'll have to see an MVP season for him to warrant that type of contract.
If he
you know
just
what I'm
saying
to where he could
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Reg, right, you a little older than me. I wasn't born when we won our last. He get us a Super Bowl, bro. He Teflon.
Hey, we won the Super Bowl in February of '94. I was 2 months. I don't remember that shit.
I got. Let me play devil's advocate for a minute because just with y'all recent history, what happens in a scenario if y'all don't win the Super Bowl? And okay. Before we get there, I got y'all winning the Super Bowl. I got y'all beating the Chiefs. And I want to say it's going to be an ugly score, like a 23-17 type of game. But almost like in a scenario where it's almost Jimmy G is where he kind of does something to be like, okay, well, can you do that? You know what I mean? Like with the Jimmy G throw, like it was the throw. And then y'all started to question, well, can this nigga push the ball down the field? So like, what if something arises in the Super Bowl where you kind of not question Purdy, but like, damn, are we going to have to start looking at quarterback before this contract up instead of paying him?
The thing with that is he got us to the Super Bowl and he only in year 2. The difference with Jimmy is when he was missing them throws, he was 30. So it wasn't much. That was just what it was. Brock Purdy being in year 2, I feel like, and like you said, I think now I got your opinion. I think we're going to win the Super Bowl. But if we don't, I feel like it's way too early for you to be like what we've seen that we.
I can't give up. Say we was to lose the Super Bowl in 2 weeks, just his trajectory, just off the last year.
Yeah,
he tore the ligament in his elbow. Remember, he wasn't even supposed to be ready. Remember, it was reports talking about Darnold might start week 1.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So for him to be ready and then be in MVP talks. He's top 5 damn near in every major quarterback statistic. I can't give up on him just like that. Like, you know what I mean? And then with the last Super Bowl, Kyle
I'm not saying immediately in this offseason, but like say this season goes by, y'all don't win, this season goes by, and y'all know how hard it is to even get there. Y'all been fortunate to get there a lot. But next year, everybody coming back healthy, like Joe Burrow coming back healthy, the Chargers, and I know that's the other side of the other, but you know what I mean? Like the NFL is going to reset.
The thing about it is, I feel like it's not enough. We've seen right now in today's era, there's not enough good quarterbacks for you to get a quarterback that's on this trajectory this early and just give him away. There's literally like 12 good quarterbacks in the league, and 4 of them choke every chance they get. So it's like, we can't really say like, oh, okay, well, it's so many other answers. There's so many other places to go. It's not like it's a big ass pool of quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, his position is too. It's
almost like how the Cowboys kind of do with Dak. Like we kind of have to pay him.
Nothing they can do. Like we know, probably gonna choke most times. But at the end of the day, where do you go from there? It's only so many players that's literally better than him that have done more. People say Justin Herbert. You know, bro, we was on here 2 years ago arguing Justin Herbert versus Joe Burrow. But bro, you go to the playoffs and you blow a lead to Trevor Lawrence and them, and then Trevor Lawrence and them don't even make the playoffs. So now you look even worse. Then y'all come
Joe Burrow then already went to a Super Bowl.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Super Bowl.
Justin Herbert is somebody that we would look at and be like, he a top 5 talent, but he choke up. Dak put up all these numbers. He choke up. Put these numbers up, choke up. So it's like, where do you go from Purdy and be like, we gonna go here, or let's gamble again? It ain't that many. This ain't
That's true.
Quarterbacks. It's the few top elite guys, and even they not getting it done.
Hey, that's crazy.
The second or third best quarterback, and he choked. He the Harden. They comparing him to Harden.
Here, bro.
Josh Allen put up good numbers, but he can't close the deal. He's the second or third best quarterback. Then who you got after that? Burrow. When we looked at Burrow numbers, Bear, you was on the pod, on your pod saying before the season with your guys that, when you really dive into the numbers, was he really hooping like we thought he was hooping?
Yeah, I came on your pod and said his defenses outscore him in the fourth quarter.
That's
like your defense can't score more points than you in the fourth quarter, Joe. That just can't happen.
So that's the second, third, and fourth best quarterback, and we have answers about. If there's one guy, if you ain't got that one guy, you got to rock out with what you got going and figure out everything else around. If you ain't got it out, everything.
And that's crazy.
Come on,
that's crazy. We in this era of like bad quarterback play, because when we was teenagers, 14, 15, it was like Tom. We knew Tom was the guy, but even Tom had like a 8-year span where he didn't get to the Super Bowl. So like,
it was a 10-year run. He wasn't in the Super Bowl.
Exactly. And too, like we knew Tom wasn't engineering those first 3 Super Bowls. Like we know it was the defense and Bill. Like we know that. You know what I mean? So he wasn't. It was kind of him. It was him and Peyton. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but even still, like the 15th best quarterback back then was Matt Schaub, and he could light you up for 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like quarterback play was good when we was teenagers.
And that's the thing. Like, so we was talking about it on Twitter earlier. I was making the comparison to Eli. You get what I'm saying? Yep. Everybody in that era, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna name about 10, 12, 13 guys before you even consider Eli.
Yep.
But when he got to them playoffs, and he needed plays, they
didn't fuck around.
He made
them, bro. And like even if you look at Eli draft, him, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, out of all 3 of them quarterbacks, we know we taking the other 2.
Yeah,
we know we taking the other 2.
He was the most coveted one.
Oh, bro. He went number 1, bro.
Like, and he did that high power shit. Remember, he was like, I want to go to the Chargers. So he shifted the whole drive.
He was a Charger.
Come on, bro.
Like, and you see, I still say to this day, Phillip, one of the best quarterbacks I ever seen. He just didn't win.
Another one. Phillip was probably the 8th best quarterback, but come on, bro.
He just played in the era where Tom and Peyton was running the AFC.
It was Tom, Peyton, and then we saw once Brett left Green Bay, we saw Aaron, and it was Drew. And
Aaron decided to walk through the door.
Yeah, it was just too many people. It was too many quarterbacks.
And then we want to talk about Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger, that first Super Bowl against Seattle, that wasn't him. That was the defense.
And then Jerome, they was running that thing.
Jerome, yep.
The second Super Bowl, when they played Arizona, he was balling. He made some plays, but we not gonna discredit this James Harrison 100-yard touchdown.
Come on.
So, bro, to go to that point real quick, so because we got to get this Mahomes praise out the way, bro, because after today, bro, we can't talk no more good about him. So you just mentioned Ben not getting help from his defense early on. Bear, you had just said a minute ago about Tom Brady not engineering them first 3 Super Bowls. Obviously, the last 4, we know what he did, go stuff. But Mahomes having to walk in from day one, and it's like He went first year that he started. Year 2, he came out 50 touchdowns,
50 touchdowns. Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl. Right. When you look at it, bro, how close do he got to get to Brady when you look at the fact that he is not getting no Super Bowls handed to him, is win or bust on his shoulders from day one, when Brady didn't have that responsibility to about after maybe the third one. We could debate, did it get to start at the third, but we know for sure the first 2 was not just like he a superstar level. How close do Mahomes got to get for you? Because it's not, I don't know. What you think?
Bro, he get 4 or 5. What are we gonna argue? Because he's more talented than Brady. So what will we be arguing?
So my argument with that is, I just feel like it's longevity, really.
Yeah,
because the thing is, see, with Tom, he had 20 straight years of, him and Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
So it was like we said, it really wasn't no turnover. If it was minor. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the thing with Pat is, I don't see Andy Reid coaching for another 10 years.
And so, I brought this up too. What is Pat gonna look like without Andy? And
you don't think he gonna coach 10 more with Mahomes?
73. 10 years. I don't see Andy coaching till he about 80, bro. I don't know.
How old is Andy?
Andy up there.
He up there. He like
65.
He's 65?
Yeah, on, Bill like 72. So I mean, it depends on how long.
Well, he'll be 66 in March, but he's 66. Okay. He can't give him 10 more. And he got
10 more is a lot. 10 more is a lot.
Just think about with 10 more years with Mahomes, he could not just for Mahomes. You get 10 more years with Mahomes, he could go down as the GOAT coach.
Yeah, that is true.
Because when
I don't know though, bro. Maybe 5.
Huh?
I could give him a ceiling of 5 years with Andy.
I could give him a 5 too.
10 is tough. 10 is tough, bro.
We'll be still doing the pod 5 years from now. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have to clip this up. Y'all keep doubting the Chiefs in anything. Don't doubt them in nothing. They could do. I'm telling you, y'all got.
I think they're gonna do what the Patriots end up doing, like taking it year by year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but they only do that if they keep winning. So like they have to not win Super Bowls for them to not think like that.
How many years into the contract is the 10-year contract is they? Is they only like 1 year in? Like when did that start? Because I know he had to finish out the other.
I think it started 2 years ago.
If it's 3 max, but I think it's like 2 years, bro.
I think we like 2 years into it.
He was that first contract, and then everybody started getting paid after that.
There's no way he don't at least stay that. I guarantee he stay at least through that contract. I guarantee.
So about what, 7 more?
7, 8 more.
All right. That'd be what, 72? That'll give him Bill's age right now. I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pete Carroll 72, and he got more action.
Oh, Pete though, that's the thing, bro. Like, but to get back to my point, like say if he does not, finish out with Andy, I would be interested to see what that looks like. But in my humble opinion, I just feel like it's longevity, bro. As long because he's gonna keep doing this because he has the talent to do it. Like, you know what I mean? So at this point, I just feel like it's just longevity for him, unless we get another great to come challenge him, because ain't nobody challenging him right now, especially in the AFC. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even though to that point, though, even if Andy do walk away, though, bro, you get a chance to coach the greatest player all time, bro. They're going to be knocking down the door, bro. Mike McDaniel's going to be taking, like, it's going to be, somebody going to be coming, bro. Like, the best is going to be there.
Yeah, like I said, he has the talent to do it. Like, that's why I just said it's just longevity at this point. Like,
but we don't know. Like we said, we saw Brady not go to a bowl for 8 to 10 years. So like the Chiefs could go through that skid too. And this is Andy Reid. We talk about his recent success, yeah, but he also went to 6 straight NFC championship. You know what I mean? Like,
and 1 Super Bowl in that run, bro. 1 Super Bowl in that run, bro. When he had McNabb and them Eagles teams was loaded. I ain't forgot. I was pissed when T.O. went over there.
Me
and that's
too.
My dog. Like, you know what I mean?
That nigga played in the Super Bowl, broken leg.
Madden 06, that was my squad, them Eagles. Them niggas was loaded.
I still went to go buy the Eagles jersey just because T.O. was my guy. Like,
But see, that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this sports shit, though. Like, because we talking, of course, future hypotheticals, but we speaking from like now, the history that we've seen.
From what I've seen, it's possible. Like, you know what I mean? But look, I mean, hey,
and it's fucked up because with the history that we've seen, we understand that anomalies happen. So Pat could him and Andy could be an anomaly. They could take this and run with it. It's so many ways it could go.
Because I just feel like, now that it's like, because now it's even becoming a question of, is Andy Reid as good of a coach as Bill Belichick? It's like the competitor in you is like, oh shit, like, and I know I got the meal ticket. Like, I know I could ride this out. Yeah. Like, it ain't like he may be the guy. It ain't nobody that'll tell you he not.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard to let that go. As long as they rocking and him with the owners, and if the owner's still treating him good and shit, you never know. In 5 years, they might offer him a piece of you feel me? Ownership, and you never know how that, you feel me? Like, hey, look, you want me to stay, Patty rocking me, you give me a little piece of the team, I'll rock out for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come up happening. I don't know, bro. Like, it's just longevity at this point. Because, like, at least when we had Brady, we had Peyton trying to challenge him. Like, you know what I mean? Peyton was getting the MVPs, but Tom was winning every year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then one year, he finally beat that man. We thought it was going to be Burrow. He took a step back, but I feel like Cincinnati got to be a better team for it. Then we even compete.
Yeah.
And now this a down. You look at the Chiefs next year, bro. They finna try to go get Mike Evans. They for sure finna draft a receiver. They
come on, bro.
Like, they not coming back like this next year.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way Rice is they wide receiver one opening day.
Only receiver that is like a lock on this team today.
He gonna be on the team, but you know what I'm saying? They gonna go get somebody else for sure.
Is he wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3?
Because the rest of the wide receiver room not gonna be back next year.
Yeah, that's
not at all.
Maybe Sky Moore, but he's gonna be at the bottom of the depth chart.
Wait, but before we wrap, we got to talk about Lamar, bro. Listen, Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, he finna win the award. Listen, I ain't here to just shit on Lamar. Shout out to Quincy weak ass though, because you always be talking that shit and you always lose. But as far as Lamar go, where do we go from here? Like, what do we look like? His receiving core is still not that good. How do they take the next step?
So I think they got to do some. I think they should bring back the same staff. They got to do some soul searching though, because again, I think I said this off camera. I don't know if we was on camera or off camera when I said this. Lamar had a bad game.
Yeah.
But your offensive coordinator cannot handcuff you like that, bro.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens ran the ball 6 times.
Yeah. You got to say that out loud for sure. That's crazy. That don't even make no sense.
They had a record 35 straight games, including the playoffs, with 100 or more yards, and they went away from that.
And we found out, like,
that's the threat of Mahomes, though, bro. Like, they was trying to go run it up.
And 2, I feel like we know Lamar listened to the critics. We know that's obvious. He's been doing this since his rookie year. I think the talk got into his head a little bit too much because he had obvious running lanes, and he was trying to throw the ball and like prove people wrong. Lamar, you a great talent, bro.
You just gotta
you a generational talent, bro. Go be what? Go do white. Go be white.
Go do what you do best, bro. Go do what you do best, bro. With this Raven team though, see, this is the thing. Like, I'm not gonna shit on Lamar. I like Lamar, 2-time MVP. He won that against us. I'm with that. But the thing is, I feel like this was your best chance, bro.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Like, man.
I feel like this is just same with Josh.
You're not going to get another year out of Clowney like that. He probably not even going to be back next year. You're not getting...
Mark Andrews finna be done in a minute. Like, the injuries, like, how much more he got?
And then...
Don't get me wrong,
Pat Queen might be walking.
They got a steal with Likely, so that's cool. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, bro, I don't anticipate another down year from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Steelers always gonna be competitive.
And
they got in the playoffs with damn Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. If they could actually get a competent quarterback, the Steelers would love to have Brock Purdy on their team today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, and then Josh always gonna be there. I feel like Miami's gonna be there. Like I just don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't know, bro.
So is he just gonna be like a great talent that just like because it's
no,
like,
I'm not gonna say that because somebody said somebody tweeted earlier they was like Payne to make his first bowl till he was 30. Lamar 26, 27. So
like that goes back to what we was talking about earlier. Payne was winning MVPs, but he couldn't beat Tom. And then 1 year he finally beat him, bro.
And again, this is a different.
What year did he go to that first bowl? What was that 2009?
2006
that was like 6
against the Bears.
Against the Bears.
That was 06. Because the Bears beat the Saints to get into the Super Bowl. That's Sean Payne's first year in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's 06,
like
07.
He came in 98.
98. And he was a 4-year senior, so he was about 29, 30.
But the difference with Peyton, bro, Peyton had a good team. He just wasn't showing up. Like Lamar do not have good weapons, bro. Like when you look at his receivers, they're not good. And even his backs, like they're top running game because they backs can and then because of Lamar. Like it's not
because the space he creates.
Running back.
Yeah.
Gus Edwards and them, like shout out to you, bro. You done had a couple good weeks here and there.
That just lets you know. I mean, that's crazy. Lamar got all that. That's so much responsibility from bro.
Exactly, and they need receivers and they need running backs and they gonna need because likely, bro, he came out hooping when Mark Andrews first got hurt, but he kind of slowed down, bro. That last like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, I hope he is good. I got him on my dynasty team. I hope he figured it out. But is you really ready for him to take that step to be what Mark Andrews was, which was his real wide receiver?
He still got time because he still got time because Mark Andrews at least got 2 more elite years if he's healthy.
How he coming back off the? Did he
sign Derrick Henry? That's the number one.
That's what I think they're gonna do.
Sign Derrick Henry, and then everything else probably could work itself out. At least,
that's what I think they're gonna do.
We know you got a potential. He's not even a potential. He's a number one. Zay Flowers is your number one receiver. Now, he can't be. You definitely need more pieces. I'm not saying that, bro.
But the only thing is, they need a receiver in the same year. Mahomes need a receiver. So who's gonna pick Lamar over Mahomes?
Lamar over Mahomes.
And let's say if the Bills trade Diggs, is people gonna pick Lamar over Josh Allen? He gonna need a receiver too if they get rid of Diggs.
I mean,
it's tough, bro.
It's tough.
Like he in a tough spot, bro. He could get Derrick Henry, and they're gonna be what the number one running back. They already that. So it's like, I mean, it'll be more
like the Ravens. They might have to take a page out of Howie's book. Find somebody just see what you can work in the draft. Because I remember watching the draft. I did not think AJ Brown was going to be an Eagle. I just didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that came
from left field, bro. So you're gonna have to try to make some moves, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
He's different though, bro. How he make them move, bro. Like it's a reason who he is, bro. Like,
but the rate. Well, Ozzy not there no more. If Ozzy was there, I'd trust them to make a move.
Feel me? Like,
yeah,
that's tough, bro. Like, I don't really see where he could go from here, bro. Like, we said it. If they didn't get Mahomes this year, bro, like,
and it's fucked up because it's not really on him. It's on the Ravens.
Yeah. Bro, this is like when they used to play people used to play the Patriots, bro. Like, you get to psyching yourself out and you get to doing stuff that you don't usually do, and you play it different. It's that's they not gonna beat themselves. They just gonna keep going. They gonna keep doing what they. It's like even if bringing the Warriors, like when they was at their best, they just gonna keep chugging along and wait for you to make that mistake, and then they just gonna beat your head in. Like, that's just what. And every year the teams make the same mistakes, and that's why they just keep.
Because I mean, the Ravens had about 7 chances, bro. How many times in the second half where they stopped the Chiefs? They got the ball back, and you're like, okay, this is the drive where they get.
He was balling in the second half.
They was.
It was a key stop on Pacheco.
Come on, bro.
I'm like, they getting back in the game. I'm like, all right, the time is now. Couldn't do nothing.
So listen, we got more to talk about. We got 2 weeks to talk for the Super Bowl. We're gonna get back going. But let me get your Super Bowl prediction before we get out of here. Reg, give me a score.
Niners. Man. just thinking of the game because it's like we both flip flopped. You know what I mean? The last time we was there, the Chiefs had a potent offense. Tyreek Hill, the younger Travis Kelce, young Mahomes. Like, you know what I mean? But now it's a Rashee Rice. I can't really even name like MVS. I don't even know who that third receiver is.
But I was saying that for like the last week, the Chiefs only are using like three receivers, bro. Because Sky Moore's hurt. They ain't used Kadarius Toney in 2 months.
Right. He was on Instagram saying that they lying. He's not even hurt.
Injuries, bro.
I would have did that too, nigga. You've been playing hurt.
So you're
not gonna contribute to winning. So
on our end, we gotta wait